All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to the unnumbered episode of the Reality Wagon Variety Hour. My name is Anthony.
My name is Andrew.
My name is Drew.
My name is Spencer.
This is the another snake fantasy draft that we're
back.
doing.
Everybody.
You are back. You are back. Welcome back. We are doing a very interesting one today that I'm really glad that my brain thought of because I had a lot of fun conceptualizing and theorizing about this one.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We're just gonna do it. We're drafting a presidential starting five, like a basketball starting five. So that consists of a center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, and point guard.
Unless you want to go positionless.
I was getting there. We're getting there. I was getting there. But yeah, I guess you can go positionless, or you could do like flex players. You could have a stretch five, or just wing players, or you could do small ball. Whatever you want, Spencer. You want to try and out basketball me? You can try and out basketball me if you really want to.
Yo, let's go, motherfucker.
All right.
I'm an old school boy. I like posting up. I like
Sure thing.
post.
All right, then. But what I'm saying is, when we were drafting this, right? Your initial thought is that maybe we're just going like all big guys, right? You know who the big, tall presidents are. Did you know that the average height of the president is 6 feet, averaged over however many years, 250 years?
I thought it was like 5'10". I thought it was even less.
6 feet.
I was
Really?
surprised.
I looked that up. 6 feet.
Looking at, because I think we all did, looked at all the president's heights for this.
Of course.
I was surprised at how tall some of the early presidents were. Like,
I think-
I'm the same height as George Washington.
I think the people I think leaders throughout history a lot of times were just the tallest person in the room.
Yeah, but people like usually
So for a while it was just like, oh hey, that dude is taller than me and can kick my ass. Let's let him run Georgia.
So, but like,
I'm
let's
sure
let
that's
him-
exactly how that's
but 300 years ago, people on aggregate were quite a bit shorter.
Actually, I don't know if that's true.
They were about like 5 centimeters shorter.
I don't know if that.
They
Well, I don't
were.
know if that's traditionally. I always thought that was sort of urban legend.
No, they were a few inches shorter. It wasn't like 5'3" was the average height. Sorry, I'm coming up with my data set
Oh,
that I published.
so
on
we
here.
can all see that, right?
Yeah, this is like just looking at.
Oh, that's just the data.
Yeah, this is just the
I
data
thought that was your rankings.
that
I was
came
surprised
up with.
because both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were 6'2", which I thought was very tall.
Oh, back then they would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Because like,
And on a horse. I mean, think about that.
because like, I'm 6'2". I mean, I'm not super duper tall, but like, I don't see a lot of people that are taller than me just like out and about.
Well, it's like and then you see like someone like James Madison who's like 5'5",
Right.
and then you see like I don't understand how that person would even exist back then.
yeah.
And like
He was-
Napoleon was what, 5'3"?
No,
5'4"?
Napoleon.
No, he was
Napoleon was
5'5".
not as short as everyone. Napoleon was like 5'7".
Yeah, he was like average height.
Yeah,
at the time.
he was like average height at the time.
That was just
and
British
he's like
propaganda.
he's like totally average height now too. He's like 5'7".
I thought he was
perfectly
I
normal
thought
height.
he was
like,
I thought he was a
It's a-
little
it's-
short, but not that short. I don't know.
But
Anyhow.
without further ado, we are going to go and select our draft order. I think so. Everyone has a card, playing card. The highest just number on their playing card whenever you switch it. Whenever you flip over is going to get their first pick, unless it's a joker, and that person's going to get the opportunity to select the draft order for the entirety of the draft. All right, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got 1, 2.
I got 2.
Okay,
6.
what do you have, Spencer?
4.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Andrew has
Heck yeah.
first pick. Andrew, where do you want to pick in this draft?
I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna be number 1.
Okay. Spencer, where do you want to pick in this draft?
Oh, I want to be number 2.
Okay. Drew, where do you want to be?
I want the 4th pick.
All right, and I actually wanted the 2nd or 3rd pick, so I will take it. Awesome. Andrew, you wanna kick us off, boy?
Absolutely. I'm gonna start with a rather tall president, as they come, to all of them. I believe he's the 2nd tallest president.
I swear to God.
LBJ.
You piece
You're
of
picking
shit.
LBJ.
You piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys want LBJ?
Are
So
you
bad.
Are
I
you
had him on my
serious?
list.
Oh,
yeah.
you
Second
piece of-
tallest?
Second
wouldn't we
tallest.
want him?
He is
Because
He's
now
not-
Spencer's gonna get the tallest.
My. All right, go ahead and give your rationale.
Obviously.
God damn it.
So,
I want
all right,
LBJ.
at my center, what I wanted is a slinging dick guy who's confident in himself.
Famously huge penis.
Famously huge penis.
Dude, he's got a massive hog.
Dude, apparently he would just wing it out at the
He
Senate
called
floor.
it jumbo.
Exactly.
I don't want to be staring down Jumbo on the court.
Have you guys ever heard? There's like a because they tape all the president's calls for like I don't know,
he needed
security.
extra room.
for the
Just
for the
hang with
Hagar
suits
clothing
tailored
company.
And be like, I need extra dick room.
No, it was for
Please
his,
and
it was
thank
for
you.
his balls.
Yeah.
He was calling the Hagar Clothing Company, who I guess made the suits for the president at the time.
God damn it.
And he's on the phone with this guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I just need like a couple extra inches for my nuts, going back to my bunghole."
Yeah, oh yeah, he called it his
Yeah.
bunghole.
So
forgot about
that is
that.
such a clear first pick for me. Like,
Oh God
there's
damn
just
it.
no. Yeah,
It's just like
he's 6'3" and a
I
half.
really
210.
think that's a really good pick. I really think you can't overlook. You shan't overlook a man with that's that gifted.
He commands respect in the locker room.
Absolutely. I was saying that it'd be really good for team morale.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want to be playing against Jumbo. Jumbo is someone I want to be going to war with.
It's
Absolutely.
interesting. I mean, this is not really a president's thing, but think about basketball. Like usually, like the team leader doesn't. It's not the center. Like not necessarily in terms
I thought that
of
was
talent.
pretty obvious.
Not necessarily in terms of talent.
I never said he was my leader.
No. I'm just
he's
saying.
clearly
this.
the most talented
I'm
man
just
in the
saying
room.
this.
Exactly.
It's just not centers tend to be quite important pieces on basketball teams, but they're not usually the leader thinking about it, except for Bill Russell.
Yeah, I mean, not
I thought
always.
this was obvious. The point guard tends to be the person
yeah,
who runs
no,
the offense.
point guard's usually the leader. Or
They run the
whatever.
offense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just the person with the ball in their hand.
Right.
the
Yeah, I
most.
guess they're running the offense.
But
No, so I just wanted a slinging dick, big dude who can get in people's faces.
that was my if I was gonna get the opportunity to get him, that's who I wanted. God damn it.
I'm so happy.
All right, well there goes one off my board. Andrew, good
Congratulations,
pick.
Andrew.
Thank you.
Spencer.
I thought I was gonna have to pick a different guy here. I thought you were gonna take Abe Lincoln first overall.
Yeah, I think Abe Lincoln was just sort of a.
I'm taking Abe.
I think Lincoln's just a layup, right?
Yeah, right. Because like I was prepared to pick someone else who I'm pretty sure is gonna get picked by the next time I pick. So
But you know
that's
what's
sad,
amazing me? He's only like
He was only 6'4".
Yeah, he was only 6'4". He's only half an inch
I
taller.
thought he
than,
was taller than that.
Yeah,
But-
I thought he was too.
If there's anyone that's gonna be dunking on people, it's Abe.
damn
He beat people up.
Yeah, he was notorious to like fight people while he was president.
He's
he'd be
like-
I want to fisticuffs. You, you know what I
mental
mean?
toughness
Like-
out the wazoo. I like personally. I'm a big fan of like low post offense. Getting deep. Throwing down up and unders. And I
Yeah.
think Honest Abe, he's gonna do that for me.
I think he's a little undersized. I think you might honestly see LBJ giving Lincoln the blues in the post.
From our talent pool, like he's the biggest guy.
I mean, you're talking
Undersized,
about-
but think about the
I
pool
feel
we're in.
he's the
No,
top.
I'm saying if you're matching up centers, if you're talking about, I think LBJ is
Listen.
backing Lincoln down like nobody's business.
Honest Abe is giving me some Kevin McHale vibes.
He's
You know,
also he's also
No,
50.
I think he's got a lot of moves down low.
Right.
I think it's just a matter of sort of
He's
tapping
50.
into
He's
those.
50
Listen.
pounds lighter than LBJ.
but
He
he's
was
got the
160.
moves. You
Yeah.
can tell he's got the moves. He's
Well, it's
gonna
only
be
like 40 of those is
he's
actual
gonna be-
body weight.
He's
Oh,
gonna be, but he's gonna be throwing down, up and unders, spins, weird shit in traffic.
Yeah.
LBJ is gonna be flat on his
I
feet
think if you
with
can
Honest
get
Abe
if you
twirling
can get
around
the
him.
ball moving in transition and you can get Lincoln going.
Well, we'll have to get there, won't we?
Well, what I'm saying is I think if you can get Lincoln moving in transition, that you can
Listen,
blow LBJ out of the water.
I think,
and
I
you
think,
can really get your most out of Lincoln. You could just. I think if you can really get Lincoln going,
I think Lincoln is,
feeding him the rock.
throwing down weird shit out of the post, like Kevin McHale and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
They twirl
Just
through all
dream shake.
those giant centers, like the Kareems, the Shaqs. Hakeem and Kevin McHale blitzed through them, even though they were smaller. And I think Honest Abe is doing that.
Fair, very fair. Illinois wrestling champion at age 21.
Yeah, he would beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
He definitely
just
listen,
crossing over Millard
he-
Fillmore.
He's got that BDE, but he's not out front with it like LBJ is. He's got BDE though, like major BDE. I mean, probably the greatest president if you're talking about like just like being a great president.
Yeah,
He's got BDE. Oh,
absolutely.
till the day ends.
freed the slaves.
I mean, he got shot in the head and lived for another like 12 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat JFK's record
by
by 12 hours.
Jesus Christ.
It's quick math right there.
Okay. Fuck me, right? Screw it, right? I have to take one pick, and if someone takes Drew, if you happen to take my next guy on the 4-5 wraparound, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna co-opt your pick, but I'm gonna take some time to soliloquize.
Sure.
Okay.
Understood.
On
You put so much time into this.
Because I have jokes on jokes and everything and anecdotes on anecdotes.
He's got a piece of paper.
I'm nervous for what you're gonna pick. 'Cause
Well, I can't. I have to show.
Oh, that's
my
right.
big.
So people talk about a point guard, and a point
you're
guard
gonna
is
pick who?
often described as a floor general.
Oh,
No, I know who you're picking.
oh no.
A floor.
Damn it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's how I think you should really build a team is around a strong leader. And while this man doesn't have an Illinois wrestling championship or a famously huge penis, he was general of the colonial armies. He was in the Revolutionary War, master sportsman, master of archery,
Oh, you're picking George.
fox hunting,
I thought
swimming,
he was
and
going a
wrestling.
different road, honestly.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
No,
Oh, so
I
now
want
you-
the greatest
Well,
American
now I'm
general.
happy because I'm gonna get.
You're gonna pick who I think. Yeah.
I know who you're gonna pick. I know who
Okay.
you're gonna pick.
That's
Yep.
who I was gonna
I know.
pick.
I'm a little relieved. I'll
No,
be
no,
honest.
that's fine. No, I want.
He
I
still
want.
hasn't said.
No, I want George Washington.
At point
Okay.
guard.
I'm taking George
It's
Washington.
odd that you're taking him at point guard because he was quite big.
Floor general.
He's gonna throw down
Tactician.
He's gonna throw down some Magic Johnson shit.
Absolutely.
Like, very big.
Feeding,
but he's a point. He's a
feeding the
true
rock.
one.
You know,
feeding the
True
rock
one.
to all of my scores.
He was a Pisces.
You want to know the one line I had written down for George Washington? He will cross dudes up like he did the Delaware.
Absolutely.
Oof.
See, the problem with me is the fact that he could never tell a lie, and so his trash talk game is weak.
That's all right. I
Well-
didn't bring him on for trash talk.
Listen,
No, I
listen,
figured.
listen. Where
point
he
guards don't need to
might be
talk
missing,
trash.
where he might be lapsing, right? I'm going to make up for in other parts of my team. Like it's guaranteed.
Okay, fair enough.
But I do think having that strong leader. I mean, maybe face of the franchise type. I don't think how you can really go wrong.
Listen, I just see the parallels to Magic Johnson all day. And
Yeah.
I hate the Lakers, but like Magic.
I think George Washington's a really good person to build around.
Fair enough. He is a Pisces like you,
And-
so he
and-
might cry a lot.
And Andrew,
so.
point guards aren't usually the trash talkers. I mean, they are sometimes, but like, point guards, you want to be like the stand-up guy who's, talking to the press, saying the good things to the fans. And
Absolutely.
George Washington's going to do that for him.
All you, Drew.
All right. For my pick, I'm gonna take at 6 foot, 190 pounds. I'm gonna take Gerald Ford.
Oh, you're taking Jerry.
Yeah.
You're gonna go the athletic route.
what-
But
I
yeah,
knew-
yeah.
Look,
No,
what-
you're gonna
what
you're gonna
position-
you're gonna
at
try
least for
to.
this pick.
What
at least for
position?
this
What
pick,
position?
I'm taking him at small forward.
Small forward. All right,
Absolutely.
that's a good
I
pick.
had him the same
That's a
thing.
good pick.
Yep. For he's
Yeah.
probably the most athletic president, arguably.
Cross him off the
Could've
list.
played in the
two,
NFL.
two times national champion in Michigan, and
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
a menace.
So I wanted him as a wing player.
It's got to be a win.
Andrew, actually, so pull up. There's a video. If you look up, so Gerald Ford was the subject of like a lot of satire in like the 75 because he like fell off like getting off an airplane or something like that. So I wanted him as
History repeats itself.
I want him as a wing player for that reason.
Because of the airplane bit. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Oh my God.
Falling down airplane steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor
SNL like spoofed it for like
the Gerald Ford
Dude,
on
he looks
SNL
like
was
Kelsey
excellent.
Grammer. He looks like Frasier.
Yeah, but he gets up quick. He still got it.
Well, look, he goes for the handshake very quickly.
That was pretty nice.
That's almost as quickly as Biden went for the salute after his.
Oh yeah.
You know.
up the steps 4 times. But so yeah, that's a fabulous pick.
I'm happy with
I
it.
think you've got yourself a really strong player there.
All right. Next,
Yep.
because I get the 2-time pick here, I'm gonna go with at 5'10" and a half, 171 pounds, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
You're going with
Okay.
Ike.
I'm going with him as my shooting guard, and my reason being he had to be a good shooter
Yep.
to become a 5-star military general.
All right. There
Absolutely.
you go. There you go.
I had him at
Ike's
the
a good
same
pick.
position.
Ike's a good pick.
That's so funny that
Yeah.
we're all thinking the same.
No,
positions
I had
here.
him as I had him as sort of like a combo guard in that he did have to be a good shooter. I
Yep.
had him in that thing too.
Yep.
He was also an avid hunter. but I had him as a good shooter, but also in that same sort of floor general mindset. So yep, I had him in mind as well. So two very strong picks, Drew.
Thank you.
Very, very strong picks. He's also a linebacker at West Point.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
played
forget
against
that.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
forget that.
Also confident that he could put together a second half plan to shut down like Herbert Hoover and Zachary Taylor. Like I really think that he
Sure.
can. I think that he can really put that together.
Ike's legit.
Anthony.
Dude, I'm so glad. All right, listen. I get Bill Clinton in the second round.
Oh, you're taking
He's
Bill.
Taking
Oh,
a hill, all right.
I've only ever seen three people ever play basketball. So go on YouTube, Andrew, and look up
Bill had a nice
I
jump
think I
shot.
might have looked at this
Bill
video
Clinton
when I did my research.
basketball.
There's only three of them.
Spencer, 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Go here and go to 1930. No,
Oh, 19,
in the top.
1930?
No, 19 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, I see what I was like. Oh,
No. After the ad ends. Bill Clinton, the jokes wrote themselves. I had him in here as sort of a scorer. I had him in here as a wing player, full court defender type. He played basketball at Oxford, and he was also on the Oxford University rugby team. 6'2", 223 pounds of pure Southern gentleman. So as someone who took 26 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's Lolita Express, I think that he's justified as
Dude.
being. I think he's justified as being really good on the wing.
Oh boy.
Also really good as looking for someone who can score in a lot of different positions.
Oh dude.
Boom.
Dude.
You put him at the 2 or the 3 man.
Well, let me finish.
You're not-
No one's also these jokes aren't landing because people aren't paying fucking
I'm paying
attention.
attention.
I'm paying attention.
Um,
I'm just.
I'm pulling up a video of him playing
Also,
basketball.
he also puts up an excellent defensive effort in the court.
Bro, I thought he was about to
um,
swat that kid down.
This kid doesn't defend. Look at him.
Yeah. Well, no. Did you scrub to like 19 minutes
Yeah.
and 30 seconds?
Yeah, this is now past that.
Well, he hit it. He hit a
Yeah.
jumper.
Yeah,
It was wet.
he's got
Yeah,
pretty
look.
nice form.
This
What?
one.
Look at this fucking jumper.
That's nice. Yo, he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lefty. Did you know disproportionately, like there's more like lefty presidents, like in some sort of weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very strange,
6 of the
No,
last
Bill
12
Russell was a
presidents
lefty.
have been.
but it's like historically, like left-handed presidents. There's like very many of them for some strange reason. There's only like 10% of people in the U.S. are lefties or something.
8? Yeah, so about 20% of them.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Barry's a lefty.
yeah,
didn't
Barack.
know
Yes,
Obama.
he is.
But yeah, no, I think Bill Clinton, great court defender. Also, if you want to talk about like a power forward type, I had him as sort of a wing player or a power
Yeah, I
forward.
thought
maybe like a 3
I
or
thought
a
he
4.
would be a stretch 4.
Yeah, probably a stretch 4. Because you talk about a power forward, you talk about someone who can really have a lot of meat in the middle, and that's Bill Clinton.
Well, I
to
think
me.
with Bill, you can do 1 in, 4 out real easy. Because like, look
Yep.
at that form.
yeah, one in. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Some say he did that quite often. when he
Yeah,
was in the White
Bill's no
House.
stranger to penetrating the zone.
Yeah.
So, so I'm glad I made one joke actually
I don't
land.
think
because
you heard the other
no
3.
one was fucking listening.
I was
Those
listening.
jokes were fucking good.
I liked them.
They were all really
They were
good,
pretty
and literally
clever.
no one was
they
listening.
were pretty clever.
They
I
were
heard
alright.
them.
All of them were good.
That's just
I was-
okay.
All of them were good.
I was letting
Bill
the audience
Clinton.
listen
I like
to
the
him.
confidence.
Bill Clinton second round. Bill Clinton second round. Who else is next?
I can't believe
Spencer.
this guy
Spencer.
slipped all the way to my second pick. I'm so happy. For my point guard.
Are you talking into the mic?
Sort of.
Okay, do it more.
I'm talking about the Bull Moose, and I'm taking him at my point guard
Yeah, that's a
position.
good pick.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I can't believe I was going to take him at number 2 overall. I can't believe
did
he
take
slipped
him.
this far.
Oh, you meant okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I need you to talk more into your mic, or I'm gonna turn you up a little.
I'm talking into the mic, man. Taking the Bull Moose. All right. He is a badass. He got shot in the middle of a speech and finished the speech. What a guy. This guy, he's like a soldier, an athlete. He saved American football because he essentially made the people who ran the NCAA invent the forward pass because too many people were dying.
I think what position you have him?
I got him at point guard. He's gonna command the floor.
I think he'd be better as a shooting guard. Just sharpshooter type.
Listen, he's barking out orders.
He's a hunter.
He's a hunter. He's
Yeah, I would have thought of him for shooting.
I had him as point guard as well.
Did you?
I
want
want
a leader. Yeah.
I want.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a great leader, and I bet with all those hunting skills, he's a crisp, accurate passer, and he sees things that other people don't
I'm
see.
hoping
He sees those
that
lanes.
because I had him very, very highly obviously on my draft board as well, as if I had the privilege of being able to draft him, that he was going to be reincarnated as Robin Williams in Night at the Museum. And that was really a stipulation and a sticking point for me, is I don't want black and white Teddy Roosevelt. I want Robin Williams Teddy Roosevelt.
Listen, Teddy was a badass.
Yep.
Probably the most badass American president.
I would concur.
It just I can see him being like a, throwing lasers out there, being like a John Stockton. Like, yeah, he'll shoot accurately when he needs to, but he's throwing lasers out there, making sure the offense is always getting to the hoop. I know it. I'm so glad he lasted this long. I got him.
Good pick. All right. You got that down, Anthony?
Yep. Teddy Roosevelt was a point guard for you, right, Spencer?
PG, that's right. Number
All right.
1.
All right. For my second overall pick, I am going to go with a man that is extremely controversial, yet has proven himself in many war times. I am going to go with Andrew Jackson as my second overall pick.
Going with Old
slight
Hickory.
man.
Interesting.
He's a very slight
Going
man,
with
believe
Old
it or not.
Hickory.
Do you know what do you mean slight?
He survived
Very
smallpox.
small man.
Size-wise?
Very, very small man.
I
He's
don't
stocky.
think he wasn't like, he was halfway between the
I think he was the
presidents.
second smallest weight president.
No, he was 6'1".
Second smallest weight president.
Oh, weight? I thought he was also normal in
He
weight.
was pretty old when he was president, I think.
I can check in the zone.
On POTUS.com.
POTUS.com.
Yeah, I used this
Because
one.
I thought it was weird
Oh,
when I was
140.
looking too.
I have him.
140,
He was
6'1" and 140.
6'1", 140.
6'1", 140.
How did you, when you did the BMI on this, and that isn't technically underweight?
No,
6'1", 140
That is-
is
no,
That's
underweight?
astonishing to me.
no, it's not.
That is sickly.
I'm
That's
6'2",
not-
and I'm 180.
Yeah, you're not underweight.
No, but
No,
6'1",
I'm not,
140,
but that's so small.
like 5'10", 140 is underweight.
His BM.
No, it's not.
No. Here's the BM. His BMI is 18
It
points.
isn't?
I don't think so.
So, do you want to know why? His BMI is 18.6. You know
BMI
what?
is the dumbest measure.
Do you know what
history of
BMI
man.
underweight is? Is anything under 18.5. So he was 0.2 away.
All right.
It's close.
So you need to be
So he
130
was
pounds to be underweight at 6'1" with BMI. That's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So he's my small forward.
Okay.
Is where I would be putting him.
What's your justification?
So my justification is he's ruthless. I mean, he clearly, in terms of, how he feels about everyone else that isn't him, he doesn't like him. And I feel like he's just someone who could conquer the court and is someone who's very mobile and, and is someone who can get the job done late in the fourth quarter. So that is what I am going
I bet
for.
he'd look like Bull out there, and he would hate that I say that.
No, I don't. Yeah, he would really not like that you equated him to.
To a guy who committed basically genocide.
No, I don't think Andrew Jackson would want to be equated to
Right,
someone who
that's-
wasn't a white man.
Oh,
That's what I
yes,
meant.
as well.
Yeah. I don't
That's
think
what I meant.
Bull really knows who Andrew Jackson is.
He
But
probably does. Bull's
Well, he's widely regarded as one of the better presidents. Like, he's always top 10. Even though you
one
don't...
of the better presidents.
Bull's
no,
one of-
genuinely,
or-
if you look at all...
Better at what?
Andrew
like, no,
Jackson's
just-
one of the worst.
They
No,
just
no,
took him
no,
off
he's
the
not.
$20 bill
No.
for genocide.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he wasn't
He
a good
committed
president.
genocide. He destroyed the economy, and he's a piece of shit.
Well, two of those weren't accurate. He was in,
all of that is accurate.
Since the 1910s, every single mass ranking that's been done by either universities or not public polls, obviously, but any research facility has always had him in the top 10.
You're
That's
an
a-
economist. You can't like Andrew Jackson.
Dude, I'm not an economist in the 1840s.
He
What the fuck do you
destroyed
want?
the economy.
Spencer, all I'm saying
And
is...
murdered a
Okay,
bunch of
Jesus Christ.
Native
We're not getting into a
Americans.
political discussion. That's not why this came up.
Exactly.
I didn't come up with this for
I
there to
know.
be a political
I'm sorry.
discussion.
I'm sorry.
Not
I'm
on my
sorry.
podcast. Thank you very much.
Fine.
All right. But here's where I can pull up is that out of all of these, Andrew Jackson, look at where he ranks. 6, 6, 7, top. I mean, the last 3 in the last 20 years, someone had him as number 1.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I've seen it a lot of because I always remember when we did the Greatest American thing.
I do.
Didn't someone choose Andrew Jackson?
Not in my
Did
class.
Doyle have like a massive hard on for Jackson?
No, he did not.
Oh no, did he hate Jackson?
Well,
There
I
was
mean,
some
he
weird
taught he taught US too, so we didn't even cover Jackson in his class.
I feel like we didn't cover it, but I feel like it was brought up in some capacity in that
We were in different classes.
in that forum. Different classes, but same curriculum.
Yeah, but maybe that was a debate that was brought up in your class. I don't
He was
know.
a bad person and a
Might have been.
moron. Anyway,
Yeah, well, you don't have
Anyways.
to agree with the scholars that have ranked him in the top 10 over the last 100 years.
That's
But
fun.
they're
yeah,
wrong.
so he's my small forward. Yeah, no, I'm not
They're
getting
wrong.
this.
Okay,
All right,
great,
my
awesome.
third
Love that.
overall
Great.
pick. All right, relax there, buddy. My third overall pick is going to be a power forward that I feel will complement LBJ.
LGBTQ.
I was just like, I literally was going off there.
You going for the gay
LBJ.
president? You going for Buchanan?
Absolutely. The only openly gay one. Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan's a good pick.
Reagan, I feel like, is great as a power forward. I don't know why it just went off. I feel like it would complement, they'd be well in the paint together. He was also a pretty tall president. He was an actor, so I know he'd be able to, kind of riff on someone down in
how
their
tall
kind of
was he?
face. I think he was 6'2".
Huh.
And I think he was also not hefty, but I think he was fairly weighty as well.
Is he the second oldest sitting president now? Because of our former president.
What? Who? Reagan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reagan's the second. Actually, no, Biden.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Biden.
forgot about
I think
is,
Biden's the
pretty-
oldest, and then
So he's
then
third
Trump,
now.
and then Reagan.
and then Reagan.
Reagan
Yeah,
was 68 when he entered office.
yeah, Reagan was.
but Reagan was pretty mobile. I mean, there's that video of him like a few weeks after the assassination of a balloon popping, and him like missed me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I love
You
like
mean him not getting assassinated?
yeah, him not
Yeah,
getting
well,
assassinated. But,
assassination
but that was a few weeks after an actual assassination attempt. That's why.
Well, but you
that's
said
why.
you said after the assassination,
He
which
meant attempt.
failed.
He
Yeah,
meant
attempt.
He
attempt.
meant
Yeah.
that. We know what he means.
Yeah. So, but like he was just someone who could easily roll with the punches and was just a great like trash talker. I mean, he was an actor before he was a president, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh yeah,
So-
and he was like a cut rate garbage actor too.
Yeah.
He was like a like.
If you
like
look
a
at any
soap
of his
opera
actual stuff,
equivalent acting,
garbage.
Yeah, he's the shitty acting. That's a good pick. Spencer, next pick.
What is my next pick? My next pick, again, can't believe he lasted this long. I'm taking Barry for my small forward.
All right, listen. Go ahead and explain.
He's got a nice jump shot.
He does not.
Compared to the
I guess.
pool.
He does not.
Well,
Hey
listen,
Andrew,
all right.
go on YouTube.
Listen,
I have to.
You keep talking. You
I
Yes.
know his basketball abilities have been filmed, but there's only 2 presidents or three that have any sort of basketball experience at all, and he's one of them.
Let's see.
Good. It doesn't matter whether you had basketball experience or not. Barack Obama just do bad at basketball. Yeah, it's the first one. Actually, no, not that one.
Quick question.
No,
Was
just
he-
do.
was
No,
he-
it's not that one. Go. Look it up as bad at basketball. It's the first result.
Was he on anyone else's list? Just out of curiosity.
Nope.
He was not on mine.
Nope. That top result there. Scrub through about. You want to see him miss about 22
Listen.
of 24 shots around fucking 8-year-olds
How many of these
in
guys,
his own backyard on
Okay.
home court advantage.
Other
I don't
th-
want that on my
other
team.
than
He's
Bill,
a liability.
He's an absolute
Other than-
liability. Someone who's going to eat up that many shots.
Excuse me. Other than Bill,
This isn't the one.
who
He gets one shot.
of these guys is gonna hit any jump shots? Except Gerald Ford
Where is he?
and Bill Clinton.
He misses a ton.
Who
He-
is
he
going to
scrubbed forward,
hit
I think,
a
too far
jump
in.
shot? Any of them? Answer me.
What do you mean? What are you saying? Who's gonna hit any jump shot? I don't know.
We're gonna train these guys.
I mean, this dude has been playing basketball his entire life, and he missed like 90%. He missed like 90%. He missed
Oh, he
layups,
missed a
dude.
layup. He
I don't
missed a
care.
layup.
He sucks at like that's his sport. He's supposed to be good at that. That's the one that he likes, and he sucks.
Listen, I'm running a post offense through Lincoln anyway. I just need 1 jump shot a game, 2 jump shots a game. Just
Well,
to
he's
keep him
taken
honest.
22 of them, and he's only hitting 2. So if
That's
you're talking
fine.
about like your offense, at least like he's stopping your offense.
So what?
The ball stops at Barry. and he's
Listen.
just throwing up bricks.
Listen,
And you better hope Lincoln can catch it
Listen.
with LBG.
None of
wagging
these
his
guys-
dick in his face.
none of these guys are gonna hit jump shots. All right,
Everyone's just gonna call
LBJ
it
is not
LBG
hitting
now.
jump shots.
It'll be terrific.
Listen,
Every
Or
time we
fucking-
say it,
I said
anyway.
LBJ.
You said G.
LBG.
LBG.
LBJ is not hitting jump shots. All right,
I never said he would.
He doesn't need to.
He's slamming dunks and his dong's hanging in your face.
LBJ is just.
I already got
giving-
my dunker. I don't need another dunker.
LBJ is giving Lincoln absolute sorrow
Listen,
down
he's
low.
not. All right, LBJ is fat. He's just gonna fucking flop around like an idiot, and Lincoln's gonna be all over
Fat
his
where,
ass.
fat where it counts.
Exactly. Most of his weight is near his waist.
It's gonna keep him
Low-
on
low
the ground.
center of gravity.
Listen, it's gonna keep him on the ground.
He's got
as-
3 legs.
It's gonna keep him on the ground as Lincoln dunks over his dumb ass.
It's making me
all
think
right?
Lincoln was gonna dunk over a guy who's 60 pounds heavier than
Lincoln
him.
might be able to fly, but LBJ is going to crush him.
No, he's not.
All right.
All right.
Obama in the third round. Obama might be the worst. So I've only ever seen 3 presidents play basketball, and I know he's bad. So I can at least theorize about the other people, because like I don't know what Chester A. Arthur was at basketball. I can at least like be like, oh, maybe he was okay.
Yeah,
maybe
at
he'd
least
be all
we have
right.
the data.
I
On
know
him.
Obama sucks at
Listen,
basketball because the video tells me that
you
he sucks
guys-
at basketball.
Andrew, was he on your list at all?
He was like a very bottom alternate.
Yeah.
Like
He
if
wasn't on our
anyone
list.
else,
Dude, he's horrendous at basketball.
he was like
what
my
have him at?
18th pick.
Yeah.
It was here. What?
Small forward,
Small forward.
the least useful
I,
position.
I
unless you
do
have LeBron
think
James.
that is the correct position for Obama, though. Is
Yeah.
a small forward.
Yeah, just,
Yeah, he's
Out of
six,
all of them,
yeah,
he's
just-
6 even. He's I guess a jump shooter. I would have to coach him a little bit, but
all right.
I think he'd be all right. He at least understands the game.
So, what I'm going to do for my next pick is going to be remarkably controversial.
Okay.
And I don't fucking care. Because I'm sort of a renegade like that, rule breaker.
Absolutely.
Fuck it. I'm going Trump. I'm trying to win a basketball game.
There it is.
Dude, I don't know how you would go with this guy.
I'm trying to win a basketball game.
Is he your-
Okay.
is
You're picking
he-
him-
He's the
You're
third
in-
tallest president
Well,
ever.
I understand that. You're picking him while he's in office. You understand that, right?
Yeah, he's the third tallest president ever. He's the only one that can actually sort of match up to what you guys have in terms of height and weight in the middle. None of these other people can really match up. Beyond, there's a huge drop off when it comes to like the other people after this.
He also lied about his height. You know that, right?
Well, no, he is tall.
No, he's tall, but he's not 6'3". He's actually
He's actually
6'1".
5'1".
He's not. No. Like I don't think he's 6. Height is a lot harder to lie about for the weight. Like the weight thing, he can lie about. Like, and because he says he's like 225 and like he's not
He's
225.
clearly over 250.
No, obviously.
Well, no,
Anyone-
but when he
anyone with
stood
eyes
next
could
to
see that.
Trudeau, that's how people know. They were both wearing basically the same shoes, and Trudeau, I think, is 6'2".
That's
Listen,
fine. What I'm saying is,
you wear a big
he's tall.
If you wear a big leather stack, you can lie about your height. At least
Okay,
3
I'm not
inches.
arguing he's not over 6. He's not at least 6'1".
What
I'm
I'm
just
saying, what I'm saying is he's tall.
Okay, that's
He's
fine.
tall enough.
And he's got the weight.
I think people are trying
He
to
did-
I really, and let me speak for 3 seconds. I think people are really trying to over politicize this pick more than me just saying
I'm not-
he's a tall
Listen.
dude who will get in the middle and be able to kind of post up against Lyndon B. Johnson in this fictional basketball game.
Yeah, are you really judging us for not? I'm not being political at all. What I'm saying
Nobody
is,
said
I think
anything
he's
political
actually
yet.
It
he's
felt
6'1".
like it was about to escalate.
Listen, I'm not. I'm going to put the politics
There was-
aside
feels
for
like
this
There
one.
was just some
All right?
hesitation.
He is one of the least athletic people I have ever
He
seen.
eats McDonald's every day.
I know-
Absolutely guaranteed.
So you
Listen,
want him just to throw his weight around?
I know.
I need
Okay.
someone who's going to
You wanna-
clog the middle.
You want an older Shaq?
Clog
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, the guy-
Absolutely. That's it.
Okay, that's fair.
That's it.
Yeah.
I need a tall dude who's going to clog the middle.
My postman is going to run around you all over the place.
Dude, he weighs 100 pounds more than your
right,
guy.
and that he's fat. There's a difference between being 100 pounds heavier than you and being like athletic, and there's a difference between
Listen,
that and being
I would love
fat fuck.
I would
being a
have-
fat fuck and being slow.
Okay, dude, I would have loved to have drafted a stretch 5, but I don't have that privilege. There aren't that many athletic presidents, and they're all kind of gone. So
Oh yeah, we're kind of reaching now.
We're absolutely not reaching. There's someone you could have picked who would have been great as a stretch 5.
okay, great, Drew.
Okay, my pick, I'm gonna go with at 5'8", 156 pounds. I'm going with Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a good
as
pick.
my
That's a good
point
pick.
That
guard.
would have been my backup
That's-
point guard.
That's
That
my
is
point
my
guard.
yeah.
Yep. Knows
Yeah.
how to organize a good offense, as he did in the Civil War. Smaller build, he's gonna be more
The Butcher.
agile.
You're picking the Butcher.
Yeah.
Willing to sacrifice anything to
Yeah.
win.
I think
He really is. That's a good pick.
I was hoping, I think in my ideal team, I would have had an earlier pick and I would have had Lincoln. And then you could have had some of that Lincoln and Grant chemistry going on.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
I wasn't
that
gonna
would've
get that
been
lucky.
nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't
No,
gonna
I
get
think
that
I think that would have been really, if you're thinking about team chemistry wise, that
course.
probably would have been great. But
Yep.
tough. But I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Also, all-time full name. Do you know his full name?
Yes.
What's his full
What
name?
does the S stand for? I don't know.
Haram. He doesn't have an S in his name. There is no S.
It's Haram.
There is no S.
Really?
Enlighten us.
His full name is Haram Ulysses Grant.
Yeah.
There is no S.
Why did you put an S in it?
I don't know.
It sound cool?
It sounds sick.
Because
Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant is a great name.
It
It's
is.
Such a strong
Can I
name.
also say there's another president that I won't say until the end of the draft where there's this exact same thing, but it's even stupid. It's even more stupid.
Well,
It's
I'm
probably-
excited to hear
It's
it.
probably Lyndon Johnson.
No, I'll just say it since I don't think it's. Can I just say it? Is that fine?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Harry S. Truman. You know what S stands for?
Oh, it doesn't stand for anything. It's just
why
S.
would you?
It's
Why
just
would
S.
you do that? I told you this the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I thought I looked
So-
it up.
Spencer goes, oh, I know this one.
I told you this
You told me
yesterday.
the other day. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it doesn't stand for anything. S is just S.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Like it makes no sense.
Because I looked up today because I was like, Ulysses Grant's a really cool name. I was like, I bet it's even cooler when I figure out what the S stands for. And I looked up,
Haram.
I was like, Haram Ulysses Grant is cool. And I was like, there's no S in Haram, and also it's backwards. All right, cool. So what does it come back around on Drew? Drew, your second
Yeah.
pick.
All
Yes.
Fourth round.
You just made a controversial pick. I'm going to make a controversial
Ooh.
pick here. I'm going to go with the big man, the biggest man, possibly,
Yeah.
Taft.
Yeah.
I'm going with Taft at
Yeah.
5'11" and a
Listen,
half, 340.
Yeah.
Listen, I saw a picture of I was, looking into the presidents today while I was coming up with my list. I saw a picture of him
You have
when he
Taft
was
at
like
what, the
young.
4?
He was fucking cut when
power
he was
forward?
young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Oh yeah, no. When he was younger, he
was
wasn't fat.
Cut. He was like a wrestler. He was cut as fuck for like
Yeah.
18,
So he's
90s.
athletic, but he's got big boy athleticism
Absolutely.
now.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yes.
Well, I think
Exactly.
his ability to clog up the lanes on offense and defense, he literally clogged up a bathtub with his body.
Yeah.
I think I trust him to clog up the lanes,
Yeah.
especially
Apparently,
around like Franklin Pierce. Yeah, no, done.
He's one of those
apparently
pe- he's one of the-
Urban.
Yeah. what you
Oh,
saying?
you go ahead before I go.
I was gonna say he's one of those people you see that is large but can still do like a back handspring or a backflip even though they're 300 pounds, which you're like, that's physically not possible. Yeah, he's doing it. That's what I picture Taft. So you were saying?
Okay, so everyone knows the bathtub thing.
Mhm.
Taft. Okay, apparently urban legend. I looked it up.
Really?
Yeah, it says this story didn't start to surface until like 2 decades after he left the presidency. People just started saying it, and everyone the only mode of communication around the country was like newspapers. So
I was still
it's,
tapping Morse code.
It's like
Yeah.
what are those urban legends? What are a lot of those urban legends when we were kids? Who Rod Stewart swallowed so much cum that he needed his stomach pumped.
yeah. the guy that removed his rib.
Yeah, it was like
to suck his own dick.
Marilyn Manson had 2 of
Yeah.
his ribs removed so he could suck his own
Oh,
dick.
man.
And like everyone knew that. Like
Yeah, everybody knew that.
Everyone
Yeah,
knew.
no,
Everyone knew that.
absolutely.
I didn't know who Rob Stewart was, but I knew that he had his stomach pumped because he drank too much cum.
Questione. How much did Shaq weigh?
Oh, dude, he was like 320.
He's over
I think.
300, well over 300.
But did he
Well,
weigh?
when he was
Did he
older.
weigh more than William Howard Taft?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did
I think
either.
he probably does right now.
But right now, but like when he
Oh,
played.
playing weight. Oh, well, it kind of depends. Like
rookie
Right,
year, he
late-
was under
no,
300.
No,
Yeah.
late Shaq.
Late
Like,
Shaq
324.
Like,
Yes.
Like,
like in
2006.
Celtics Shaq. Oh, that's it doesn't even matter.
That's current.
So-
Shaq.
So 20 pounds less than this.
Celtic
Fat
Shaq.
blob.
Celtic
and
Shaq was
over
very
a
fit.
foot taller.
Someone made a full
This-
timeline of his weight.
This fat
Wow.
blob that's gonna get run around all
so
day.
let me tell you,
Is this
Celtics.
ShaqWeight.net?
His final Celtics weight. He started as 340 his rookie season was 301. He
Well, he-
ended 360 with the Celtics, and
Jesus
he went,
Christ.
in 2002 he was 380 in the Lakers.
He was 380 in
God.
2002.
Yeah, that's what he was listed as. So,
Really?
Yeah, so he was
huge.
Yeah, but he also had 10 inches on Taft. So,
Yeah, that's a big difference.
so the weight was more
Yep.
proportional. All right, nice. I like that pick.
Yep.
Yeah, at power forward, you said.
Power forward.
Very nice.
I my next pick. I think I need someone who's going to score a lot. I need someone who's going to score a lot, and maybe doesn't even get that much time on my team.
I know exactly who you're picking now. That was a good description.
Maybe doesn't even get a full, let's say, 4 quarters of the presidency.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I knew it was going.
Maybe his time is tragically cut short by another sharpshooter on another team, but he does score a lot, and JFK is going to come in and really lead my team to victory and at least be the face of a franchise for a couple years. I'm going to have him come in and be my 2. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my spatial awareness here and try and figure out. I might have to figure out a way to do like another combo guard. I might play small ball lineup and do another combo guard.
Okay.
Just because I'm having a little bit of trouble identifying some bigger power forwards.
You could just do 2 forwards instead.
I can't even think of another 3 or 4 that I want. They've kind of all been taken.
It's amazing. I still have my point and shooting to pick.
Well, the thing is, my point guards, I shouldn't have taken a point guard so early. I could have taken a point guard so late. I just didn't do that right. But yeah, so JFK, dude can score. Absolutely
he
score.
got Monroe.
List of women he's fucked is at least a dozen while he was a married president. He simply couldn't stop scoring. So I want someone with that energy and stamina. It's going to be really important in the late 4th quarter.
Also, charismatic leader. People will follow him. Cut the Cuban Missile Crisis in half.
So
it was great.
I was really hoping. So I had a couple of strategies going into this a little bit beforehand. And I was hoping I might be able to get the Lincoln Grant connection that I was talking about, maybe develop sort of like a Stockton Malone type situation. But I also was hoping that I might be able to get like an LBJ and JFK situation going on, and work that connection a little bit.
Really hard to get those pairings.
Well, it wouldn't have been because anyone could have had JFK until now.
True.
I should have picked JFK.
LBJ, you could have had JFK and had that really dream connection.
I didn't really want JFK. I just didn't feel like he fit on my team.
I think as a face of a franchise type, if I'm really trying to build out a team that people want to come to see, asses in seats, JFK.
There's something like you just think about Boston boys, JFK to Larry Bird. That's a reasonable comparison.
It's 1-2 punch.
Boy, Larry Bird was a president.
I'd vote for him.
All right, cool. So I'm glad I got that pick. Spencer.
All right, I think I'm gonna pick my power forward next. For my power forward, I'm gonna pick George H.W. Bush.
Not a bad pick.
Not bad.
I don't. You're
Why HW?
You're complaining about not being able to find a 4 or a 5. You know, HW is one of the bigger presidents. He's one of the more athletic presidents. He was a pretty successful athlete at Yale. He remained athletic, to an extent into his presidency. He was a soldier. He was in the CIA.
He did the halftime. Or not halftime, the pregame coin toss, was it? At one of the Super Bowls?
Yeah, he went skydiving at I think 95. 85?
He was very old.
85.
He didn't go himself.
95.
This is after the presidency. This is after.
Andrew, there's I'm not even sure you'll be able to find it. I am going to put it on the video and put it on screen right now.
Please tell me it's him holding
the baseball.
He goes, oh!
Have you seen the video of him on opening day like a couple of years ago?
The Astros.
Or it's like Astros. Maybe it's a World Series game or whatever. But it's him in a wheelchair or whatever, and he's just like him like melting in his seat. He's very old, and he just like out of nowhere, like they zoom in on his face, and he holds a baseball up.
Dude, I can't find this anywhere.
It's the greatest video I've ever seen. I have it in my saves, and it's on my Twitter. I have it in my Twitter.
It might be easier if you just look for like GIFs, do like a GIF search of it because it's
I
one
have
of the most
it.
popular,
It's going to be on screen right now, so if you don't even have to worry about like this.
The guy is
so funny.
He's a great rangy force, the perfect complement to the bull moose. Playing the one. Distributing the ball like it's nobody's business, and Lincoln in the post making things work. HW can get in the post, he can shoot a little bit, he can do a little running and gunning. I bet he can play defense too. I believe in
all the
this
things
man.
a power forward should be able to do.
Right. He's a good power forward. He's a great power forward. And not all power forwards are rangy, but I think HW's got the range.
He's also from Massachusetts. Oddly enough, he's from Milton, born in Milton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he grew up in Connecticut, right?
Yes.
Prescott Bush was his father.
So,
It's a great pick, though.
Very
I'm
nice.
so glad that one lasted to me.
all right. It is my 4 and 5. And so I have my point guard and shooting guard. I'll pick my shooting guard first. I'm going to go with someone who is the only president to be president in 2 non-consecutive terms.
The
Mr.
two-time.
You're going
The
with Grover?
two-timer, the Grover Cleveland.
All right. Is he
Going
gonna?
with
What is he
Grover.
gonna be? Is he gonna be your 2? I think
He's my
gotta be your
shooting
2,
guard.
because he's a good hunter.
I can't believe
good
you
hunter.
saved the point guard for last.
My strategy was to get all the big people because
There are so many point guards. Point guard is the deepest. It's the deepest position.
they were
and
all
as-
presidents.
They're all
Yeah, they're all leaders.
They're
They were
all
all
leaders.
leaders, yeah.
It's the thing is, I sat there and I could easily draft like any of these people could be point guards realistically. I kind of screwed the pooch on my draft strategy by taking one in the first round. I really should have thought about that differently, but
Yeah.
alas, here we are.
I had to pick him. The guy's only non-consecutive times president. So he is my shooting guard because I feel like you say, he was a good hunter, and I needed someone who could go into the game and score. And he was not president for 4 years, and he got back into it like, oh man, this guy is ruining my country. I got in there, and people were like, yeah, we'll throw you back into the ring, Mr. 22. Now you're 24. So I don't know. For me, it was just an obvious choice.
What can he do athletically? Because a shooting guard's got to be pretty athletic. Like
Athletically, he can
You know-
shoot the ball.
shooting
Well,
guards.
no, he doesn't have to be that. I mean, he has to be athletic, but he could just be a catch and shoot guy. I can plant him and create space for him.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, like it all kind of depends
Well,
on your
wait,
strategy.
wait.
And Andrew has
And
Andrew
I guess
Jackson,
I
who can
guess-
probably draft up a pretty good Trail of Tears sort
I
of
g-
strategy for him.
Absolutely.
That's good. I guess you're mainly who you see as the centerpiece of your team.
Who do I see as my point guard?
No,
No,
who's your
centerpiece.
my
who's your-
centerpiece?
If you're creating your 5-person, well, you actually
Oh.
so make your final pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm about
Yeah,
to say.
make your final pick.
Because my 5th
Oh,
pick will be a gentleman who was a rags to riches type story.
Wait, it's gonna be a dude.
No, the first trans president. No, so he was someone who was rags to riches. So he knows what it takes to be a leader. He's come from a good background or a terrible background and rose to the ranks. So he knows the struggle. So he can lead people confidently. Mr. James Polk.
All right, you gotta fill me
Yeah.
out on
You're
this
gonna have to
background.
justify that
Yeah.
one, bud.
He's known, so he extended territories basically through the Mexican-American War. So he extended the size of this country pretty significantly. He was presidency during the annexation of Texas. Really got them under control.
Oh, see, he knows all about this
No,
Texas
no,
stuff.
no,
'cause
no,
he's
no.
I
from
took Texas
No,
history.
I remember. I know.
It was a whole year-long
I know
class.
I know all the Polk like history stuff, but I don't know his relevance on a court.
On his court, he can lead people. People love that underdog story. He was supposed to be a farmer at most.
I don't know.
like
about
his-
Polk, man.
Dude, he is someone I want a leader who's been through the struggle and can lead people and see them for like who they are as the team. Not like, oh, you're the center, this is your job. Like he's someone who can pull the whole team together.
He kind of botched the Texas thing and caused the Civil War.
He didn't cause the Civil War.
Well, he didn't cause it, but like he botched the Texas thing, which didn't help.
He brought Texas into the states. What are you
But he
talking
came
about?
His administration, along with Congress, came up with the
The border.
the Mason-Dixon line. Is that?
Yeah, well, the
it's-
Mason
it's got-
Dixon
it's
line
got-
extended as far west as
It's got a name.
Well, that's
something like that.
at Virginia.
Oh, the Missouri Compromise. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, he's
oh,
right.
yeah.
yeah.
Which was a direct cause of the Civil War.
I'm not saying he didn't lead people into slightly destruction, but he's someone who can
did
lead
lead.
a team. He did lead. He did extend the Americas. So, listen,
If
Yeah.
you had
give
to
it-
draw one comparison to someone in the NBA, have you thought about this at all?
so for me, I thought he was more of a Steve Nash.
Okay.
Yeah,
Steve Nash.
yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know.
He's not a
That's
magician.
fine.
Well,
He's
I mean,
not, he's not going to be as much of a
I
magician.
just I don't
With the ball as
I'm
Steve
having
Nash.
trouble placing him just because maybe I just don't understand him as a president. He's probably one of my lesser known presidents.
Well, he was like the 13th or president, you know,
Yeah,
or
it's
10th
just-
president. So he's in that unknown era,
He's in the-
Right.
you know.
He's a gap. Spencer, your final pick.
I'm going meme.
You have to take a shooting guard.
I know. I'm going meme.
Okay.
Let's hear
Now
it.
think about it. When you think about a shooting guard, who do you think of
No,
Like
there's
president-wise?
Dude,
Or
in the NBA?
in the NBA?
Ray Allen.
Current.
Steph?
He's got
Clay.
a beard.
James Harden.
James Harden.
Harden?
I'm picking Rutherford B. Hayes.
Oh,
'cause he
for the
looks
beard
'cause he looks
comparison.
yeah.
I
That's
like
that's a
that.
good
I
one.
like
I need a because like
If I was good
All
at
right.
if I was actually good at Photoshop, I would.
you guys have
I'll just put two pictures of them right next to each other.
Yeah.
please do. You guys, you've heard my team. Listen, my team is going to be all about the Bull Moose Abraham Lincoln connection, and like HW is going to provide the secondary scoring. I just need a worthless shooting guard that defenders, think they need to defend. And that's Rutherford B. Hayes. He's going to be my worthless shooting guard, just like another worthless shooting guard I know that also has a giant beard.
Word.
I like the
That's a great
justification. I like it.
justification for Rutherford B. Hayes.
Yeah.
My final pick. I'm kind of between two different people. I'm gonna go though after looking at my roster now. I'm going Thomas Jefferson. I kind of have to go Thomas Jefferson. I need a strong leader on my team. I realized that I chose three of the biggest assholes to ever be president ever on my team, and all I have for leadership within this group of assholes is George Washington.
You got JFK. What are you talking about?
He's the least of the three assholes that I'm talking about, but he is also still an asshole.
I know, but he was an important leader.
I'm not saying he isn't. What I'm saying is that I need another person to help
Right,
George
right.
really rein the troops in.
Okay.
Balance it out a bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Thomas Jefferson. Wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Owned like 600 slaves.
He was a slave owner. They all were.
Great justification. Yeah,
They
totally.
all were not. We're not
Sorry.
getting
I
into
don't know
a
if
they own that
slave.
many.
We're not getting into a slave semantic
Okay,
argument.
sure.
Absolutely not. What I am saying is that
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. But as a president was able to, we'll be able to sort of rein my team and fuck you.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
even
just-
say anything. I laughed at you.
Listen, none of us said anything, but you
No,
realized
no,
what could have been said.
no. You did say something.
Rein in. Come on.
Okay, make your final pick. Whoever's last.
Okay. I
Shit show.
all right. I want
No
I want-
more political topic. I didn't. Why?
That wasn't even political. Come
well,
on.
first of all, you made the
walked
first
into
one
that.
political. We weren't even making it political.
Yeah.
I got tremendous backlash as soon as I brought up the name.
Because
Trump.
he's a
Well,
fat
wait.
fuck. I don't care about his
Well, that
politics.
seems. Yeah, I mean, sure.
I mean, yeah, it just seemed like a bad pick. That's what I was thinking.
He's just tall and big. I just needed.
And
I chose him as a 5. I
tall
needed
and
a
big
tall
and
big.
tall and fat are different.
But I needed tall and it's basketball. It's a basketball game.
Drew.
There's 40.
Anyhow,
There's 46 options,
Anyhow,
and one of them has dementia,
Okay.
I mean, none of us picked him. Unless.
and one of them has one is in a wheelchair.
What?
yeah. We'll talk about him later.
Or we'll talk about it now.
Two of them have
Oh,
dementia.
Lord.
All right, we'll talk-
Oh,
okay, I
oh,
want to
is he-
set up this pick. I want to set
Okay,
up this
okay,
pick
here we
by
go, here we
saying
go.
The
I
Kenny
had,
Yamaguchi type.
Here we go.
That's a good backyard baseball throwback right there.
Thank you.
Okay, so I had 13 presidents on my list. I was not expecting to come down to one pick that was not picked by anybody else.
Oh my God,
You guys actually picked 12 out of my 13.
He's
Oh
the
my
only
God.
one left.
He is the only
I'm
one
down.
left.
I'm down to nobody left.
Yeah, I really
wow.
thought I was gonna have
I've
a
got
little bit more
plenty.
left over to work with here, but I got to take him at center. I would like to take. Well, we can argue this, but I'd like to take FDR. I'd like to take him pre-polio.
No.
No,
No.
Okay, so he's playing he's
No.
playing wheelchair
Oh,
ball.
wait. Did he have polio when he was elected?
He was in a wheelchair.
When he was elected,
Elected?
I'm almost
Let's get some.
positive.
I don't,
we're
let's-
not. We're no. I think you have to do it in iconic. I think it has to be in sort of iconic whatever fashion. I think
But-
yeah.
Remember, he was a
I think, yeah.
he was a president for 4 terms.
Yeah. Well, no, he was elected to 4, but he
And
only
he-
served like 3 and
he
a half.
was, like, I know this gets ignored a lot because of the World War II stuff, but he was a big part of combating the Great Depression.
Okay, so he had
If you're
polio,
talking about-
he had polio the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
all right,
as
never
a,
mind.
as a,
never
so
mind.
as a I was saying, I wanted to draft FDR specifically, and I thought about the same thing, and that's what made me think of the
Well, he
Kenny
was
Yamaguchi
tall.
thing. Well, tall, but yeah, in a wheelchair.
Well,
So,
no, but I mean, he was 6'2" before he was in a wheelchair.
All right, so
But-
he's going to be in my team on a wheelchair. He's going to have a great fast break. He's going to fly down the court.
So he's
Grease
your
the
5.
wheels
He's
a
your
little bit.
5.
Yeah.
So he has to take the opening tip.
Look, all right, I told you. I set up this pick by
He has to
saying.
take. He has,
What
so it didn't
position
even
is he
matter. I didn't
playing?
have to pick Trump against your guy in a wheelchair.
Okay, well, look.
I could have picked James Madison against your
Yeah.
guy in a wheelchair as my 5.
What
All right.
what position is he playing?
He's
Center.
Drew's center.
I hadn't picked a center yet.
Oh my God, he's playing center.
You know what could work though? Like no one wants
How?
feel bad for him.
Yeah.
They give him the
Pity-
ball.
Yeah, it's like a Make-A-Wish kid.
How could it work?
I had FDR and I thought about making him maybe my point guard just because he was a really good distributor of a lot of things. So
yeah,
like
that makes
like
sense.
New Deal, like if you're thinking about it
Sure,
creatively.
sure.
I was thinking he would be in my honorable mentions as a coach. Like
Yeah.
that's what I had him as.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
I could have come a little more prepared. I wasn't expecting every single one
Dude,
of my
I-
picks to get taken.
Well,
I was
but you sit there and you're like there's so many useless and completely forgettable presidents.
yeah, I could have named any of those.
Like,
so I wouldn't have had much to back
I
it up
have
with.
this book that I got at a Scholastic book fair in 2005.
Awesome.
And for some reason, it's traveled with me forever, and I have this weird sort of attachment to it. And I'm not like I used to. I know like weird fact. It all has in here is just weird facts about like every president. And I used to know like way more than I currently do. But like I go through it, and I still sit there and go like, man, like I know nothing about Benjamin Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing about Benjamin
Absolutely
Harrison.
Why would
not. Van
anybody
Buren,
want
like
to-
all those presidents got lost in me.
Yeah. Van Buren was like the first president born in the U.S. Yeah, that's the first fact on this. That's how I know it. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like that's how I know. Like I
Yeah,
know
that's
these
a cool
weird
fact.
things
Oh,
about
Carter was another one. I can't remember what he did. You know, like
Carter
there's
was
just-
more recent, but like
No. I mean, like not Carter. Sorry, there was some other guy during like the Reconstruction era that like
Carter gave up his peanut farm to be president.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of
He's still
like
alive.
weird ass presidents, and like most of them did nothing, and a lot of them they weren't even taught in school because we didn't have enough time.
yeah,
Right.
we stuck
So-
with the important ones.
So there we are. There's our draft. I at first glance not particularly happy with my team. I think I'm okay. I don't think we're gonna finish in last.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna
very-
finish in last.
Yeah.
You had the best team before your last pick.
Look.
There's-
all
You
right.
had like far and away your first 2 picks are better than. I think they're better than Andrew's first 2 picks just
even-
because of Andrew Jack. I think Eisenhower is probably better than Jackson.
Yeah.
I think Gerald Ford is probably worse than LBJ, but like you know
The
what I
two
mean.
together.
The
Yeah,
two
I get what you're
together,
saying.
I think the combo, those
The
like
combo was good.
those wing
Yeah.
that wig combo
Yep.
of Ford to Eisenhower, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
is dangerous.
Yes.
Couple bald buddies just going at it. Absolutely. I think Spencer started off strong and kind of struggled with Obama in the 3rd round.
Listen, I just need. Listen.
We don't need to rehash this out. We
No. Here, I'm going to say something. With the Bull Moose and Lincoln, anchoring my offense, I just need people who understand the game for defense.
Yeah, I think Obama tall, lanky,
Right.
like good defender,
Can move,
Like I
yeah.
just
Absolutely.
just a great small
athletic,
'cause-
definitely
Oh
athletic.
yeah.
He
Because
can
all
defend. He can shut down.
All of my offense is
I would
coming.
say 3 and D, but he can't really hit the 3.
Well, I don't care about that. He can hit. He can hit a 3 or 2 a game, and he can play good defense. He's like a Raja Bell type.
Mhm.
Like I like that. I need one of those because all my offense is coming through. HW. It's coming through the post with HW and Lincoln, and it's coming through the Bull Moose.
I'm happy with
running
4/5
offense.
of my team.
Yeah. So my team is
Same.
my team's
Yeah.
biggest enemy is itself. This team is going to implode on itself
oh,
before
yeah.
the team chemistry is like
that is going to be a tough locker room.
It's
team
amazing. to me.
chemistry for this is
Yeah,
going to be
it's gonna be a
like
disaster.
35%.
It
like
is
we
so
are-
amazing to me with your picks that you went with. Because I'm like, I thought I was like gonna have to be going after
Listen,
it. Like,
not
it was just-
speaking, not
I don't know.
speaking politically. Trump should not be on a team. He's just not a team player.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like for sure, right? I could have went
Someone's
with,
going to be a ball hog.
yeah. Well, they all are. It's like
That's
like
so true.
the ball stops at Trump. Sure, the ball's going to stop at Clinton. Absolutely. Like JFK is go like if,
JFK is going to be trying to hit
Wait,
on the
wait,
person in the first
well,
floor.
who's
Who's your
seat.
point guard? Who's your point guard?
my point guard's Washington.
Okay.
Washington.
That's a pretty good pick
I have
for a point
Washington
guard.
at my 1. I have JFK at my 2.
Okay.
I have
good
Jefferson
backcourt.
Jefferson at my 3. Good
That's
wing.
fine.
Jefferson was 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
for the
big
time.
guy.
He's
Good
a big
guy.
guy.
I was
Wing.
surprised.
Good wing. Bill Clinton at my 4. We saw
That's
him
good.
play. That's a wet
Listen,
jumper.
your
Wet
center-
jumper.
He banked it too.
Your center is the problem.
My center, it's not. My offense is going to run through my center. I need someone who can just body up LBJ.
But the
You're
thing
you're a
is,
shooting team.
I'm a shooting team. My team runs around the outside.
if you do
Yeah, you're a
four-
perimeter.
Absolutely perimeter
if you
shooting
do a
team.
4 out 1 in, you need a good center.
But I don't.
He's just trying to block out LBJ.
Center options. Like all the centers were gone before I got my center.
But you don't have an inside scorer.
Except you're the only person who chose a center after me.
Yeah.
And
Pick
you
a center
chose-
last
and you-
year.
was a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pretty rough. Hey,
I was
look,
like, it's
look.
like
when you-
clearly, all the centers were gone.
Once we decided that it was
HW
going to be wheelchair FDR, I kind of had to double down at that point. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Fair enough.
I wasn't going to switch my pick halfway through.
HW could have been a great,
Just-
5 rangy,
Just
like
George
Jokic
Bush.
type.
George Bush, I feel like
Well,
could have been
so
athletic.
actually, there's a video, and if you want to pull it up, and maybe you can or maybe you can't. I'll put it down here. There's a video of George Bush, and if you look up, I think it's just on YouTube, just George Bush basketball. It's really funny because he's in like Belfast, Ireland, or something like that, and he's just playing
in
basketball with
Belfast.
kids, and he is making crisp bounce passes, like one after another, to these.
Yeah. W was on my list.
Excuse me.
I had
no,
HW
the third-
above
I think
him,
it's the third one. Oh yeah, look at that third one.
Wow.
Yeah, he's someone completely skipped my mind. I wish I picked him for
Well,
one of my
no,
things.
the thing is,
honestly.
he's a terrible shooter.
Well, no, but I didn't need him as a shooter.
And I had that in my thing here too.
You had
Like,
your
watch
one
this.
already.
Automatic. Boom. Watch this.
Oh,
One
that-
more.
that was
Here
a
we
pretty
go.
sweet
Automatic.
pass. That was a
He
pretty
just
sweet
keeps
pass.
going. Boom.
Bro,
done.
great at the bounce pass.
I love that.
Yep.
Whoop.
Yep. Just the throw pass. Yep. Done. One more. Here we go. Doom. Done.
What?
He just doesn't miss. The guy doesn't miss, except for when he shoots. He shoots over and over again. Just bricks it. Just
Yeah.
brick air ball. Brick air ball.
I
not-
mean, he'd just be like a selfless passer.
You see-
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But like,
Yeah.
I didn't want him. I couldn't put him as like a point guard or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a great facilitator. Great facilitator.
Yeah, he would've
So
been
there
a
we
good
are.
one.
Let us know what you think. Like I said, and like we've been stressing, this is apolitical. This is just who can put together the best basketball team of this weird president list. The list of presidents is extremely strange. When you go back and you look at it and just like think of like all these people that were
Yeah.
president, it's very bizarre.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
were the most powerful people in the world.
And you're like, who's this guy's name?
Yeah,
Who is this?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the most amazing part is that there is Wikipedia articles like
John
paragraph-
Tyler.
There-
You were the most you were one of the most popular people in the world.
Yeah,
We'll put
there were
that.
so many textbooks written about every single president, and there are ones that I don't know anything about. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this person was the leader of our country for like 8 years.
I read a book about James Garfield, one of the most interesting books I've ever read, but I never learned anything about him in school.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fabulous book. But it's so there is our list. They'll be up on the screen right about now. Let us know what you think. These are also going to be up on our Instagram and on our Twitter at Reality Wagon. The podcast is going to be up on a few different platforms. It's going to be up on iTunes. It's going to be up on Spotify. It's going to be up on YouTube. On YouTube, we are at ANMC Studios. These are going to go up with graphics and stuff, so you can watch along if that's what you want to do. The graphics are taking a lot of time for me to do. This is the first time I've ever worked with graphics and stuff, so they don't look fabulous so far, but that's not the point. The point is I will get better over time and learn how to do this. So
Okay, if it's a little jank.
putting out a product at all is just going to make me feel really proud of myself. So
There you go, man.
glad that this one came out. Glad that you guys are able to actually watch this on YouTube. But yeah, so I think that's probably all we got for this one.
Yeah.
This was really fun. I really enjoyed this one.
Yes, I did as
This
well.
was easily the most competitive.
High intensity.
Draft.
Well,
Oh, absolutely.
we were forced
we
to
knew
pick
this was
Oh,
happening.
yeah.
because there was only 40 some odd presidents. You were forced to make
Oh,
decisions.
super limited. Super
Yeah.
limited. You didn't want to end up
I
with
enjoyed it.
Zachary Taylor.
Oh,
No,
God,
not
no.
me.
Mm-mm.
James Madison? No, sir. But yeah, so I think that's all we got for tonight.
Ooh. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Absolutely. On all of our platforms. Go ahead and follow us on everything. All right, cool. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Right.